Hi, I'm Andrew Butler. I'm the Technical Business Development Manager at Core Insulation. We received the structural engineer's design in AutoCAD format, and we use the Inventor software then to create our design drawings from there and our production drawings. The Inventor software gives us a lot of flexibility in that we can put the system together for the people on site and create this installation drawing. So when the core technical team creates the installation drawing, this is basically a key plan that goes to site. So each piece of the foundation system is numbered and indicated on this plan. So we give sections, we give obviously a plan overview of how the system works, where any internal load-bearing walls may be located, and sections through showing the actual profiles themselves and how these go together. The Inventor software, which we use, is very good in this regard, that it helps us create this plan and number everything so that obviously when all the material goes to site, it's a very, very simple, easy installation. It's like putting a jigsaw together. As part of the technical services that Core offers, we provide each installation team with obviously the installation drawing specific to that site, but we also give an installation guide. And we also have a program for training installers and registering these installers with Core so that you know that the people who are installing the system have the right information and are putting it in the right way. We also have a library of documents and details which go to designers, architects, people within the industry to help them understand the system and design it to the best way that suits their project. If you're a designer, an architect, an engineer, a building professional, the foundation really has a lot to offer. There's a lot of pressure within the industry as the building regulations change, as there's extra things that we need to do from day to day, just purely to deliver a build. So we've issues with the likes of the building control, BCMS, we've BCAR, we've our building regulations, our Part L of our TGDs was revised there. 1st of November 2019, new Part L came out. So we have a lot of problems around certification. We're trying to comply with the building regulations. We're trying to look at our environmental impact and how what we put into a building is going to affect the environment. We have the pressures that obviously we have the issues with labor. There isn't as much skilled labor around. To build faster, we're trying to not let our costs explode. The time constraints. There's a lot of stuff going on, and we're trying to obviously build thermally efficient buildings. So there was talk of maybe the Part L, the new changes can have an implication of 7 to 8% on the cost of a build. But by being clever and using the right kind of systems like the insulated foundation system, we don't necessarily have to have that implication of extra cost to build better thermally efficient buildings. So if you're an architect, if you're an engineer, if you're trying to design that building best you can, foundation system makes a lot of sense. You're going to get your low U values. You're going to get your thermally efficient builds, your low thermal bridging, but you're going to save money in actual build costs in terms of the labor and the materials that are being used on site. It's easy to have our NSEI argument cert. If you're an engineer, we have our design guides and our typical details, which you can use and use to help you design the system and understand the system. Core technical team is integral in the whole journey of the insulated foundation system, from sales, quotation, through to order, through to site. So when the inquiries initially come in through the sales department, we're obviously helping and supporting the sales teams to get the right information better, so they provide a quotation which makes sense to the project that you're working on. Obviously, as a sales department, we do a lot of other stuff besides that. How U-value calculations, we look at thermal bridging analysis, we have all our construction details. So we have a lot of details, typical details from build types to service penetrations to the more unusual stuff as well. So again, it's if some customer is looking at a project and they have something that's a little bit different, they want to use steps in the floors, they want to use retaining walls. Again, we have the details that we can provide, and we can help the sales team get the right information and the right costings across to you. Part of our technical offering, what we can do is we can organize site visits. So again, if somebody wanted to see something and how it worked on site, people to site to see what's happening and get a better understanding of it. Obviously, we have a lot of stuff that works in the background. We have our training courses for our installers. we have our installation guides, we have our structural design guides, we have our typical details, we have a thermal analysis done for all of our details as well. So we have this thermal analysis available. So if we use our system, we can use our typical details, you can use the psi values and the effort psi values that are associated with that. So as a designer, as a potential customer, as a developer, as even just a homeowner, why would you choose the core insulated foundation system? One thing that stands out is cost savings. So we've seen examples of strip versus raft versus the insulated foundation system on developments and multiple developments. And the cost savings really stack up for the builder and the developer. It's an obvious thing. It's a simple way to build. I mean, why look at existing methods when we can adopt something that's different but achieves a lot more and is simpler? And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make life easy for people in a very, very efficient way that saves money and is also thermally efficient.